Morning guys, so I'm at another property today. It's just a monoblock driveway. The lady's asked if she's added on the wee path to her front door when I got here this morning. It's a relatively new build, but as I say, there's quite a bit of moss and stuff, so it's just a case of getting it washed and re-sanded. It's quite a decent sized driveway. I'll let you have a wee look. As you can see, it's pretty decent size, and then she's got the small pathed area there. So I'll just crack on. I'll get the hose set up, head round the back. So this I say she's not asked me to do the back garden or anything, it's just the driveway at the minute. Get these hoses connected. So my hose is just quite simple. I just use a garden hose. I don't have the 19mm hoses or anything. Goes straight into the buffer tank that I've made into a bin. As you can see, got that float valve on there, a wee float valve. Just pull up, and the float valve will shut the water off so that I can't get anything overspilling in the van. So it's ideal. So I'm just going to get set up and then I'll crack on. So guys, this is my wee setup. As I say, it's a blue 50m 3/8 hose. It's amazing. As I say, this is a Hyundai pressure washer, and when I first started I was having to lift it in and out the van constantly, so it weighs 60 kilo. It was killing my back, and I never had any wood or like runners to run it up and down the van, so I've absolutely knackered the wheel in 4 months. As I say, the bearings have came loose and stuff, so I like to just keep it van mounted now because there's so much movement in it. Also, in the last little while, my exhaust is sheared off with the vibration. Look at that. So it's making do just now. As I say, it's not ideal. So I'm in the next at least month or two at the maximum, I'm going to buy a Honda, 21 litre a minute Honda. As I say, but this just does the job at the minute. So I'm just going to keep this as a spare, just in case anything goes wrong with a Honda. I can just run back to my unit and grab the this one to finish the jobs. But as I say, I'm investing in a Honda for the start of next season. So I'm just going to, as I say, I always prime the hoses, so I give it a few pulls just to pull the water through, and that way when I go to start it there's already water in the system, which makes it a lot easier. So I'll just put the fuel on, put the power on, and you always pull the trigger when you're starting it. And as I say, you pull the trigger, you're starting the machine. Guys, I just want to apologise for this part of the video, as I had filmed me doing the cutting in, but for some reason it hadn't saved to the phone. But I actually filmed the whole cutting in process around the edges of the block paving. I don't understand why it's not recorded, so I can only apologise for that part. that's all the cutting in done. As I say, you can see the moss there, and then the difference there, just because when you use a surface cleaner, obviously it's a big circle, so you can't get the corner of the wheels and stuff in here. So I always just go around, do the cutting in. You'll also see that I was doing like bits that weren't around the edges. That's because it was full of weeds. And as I say, the surface cleaner is really good, right? But on my block paving, it can be pretty rubbish, if I'm being honest. The one thing, the bit of advice that I did learn is when you're buying a surface cleaner, for each litre per minute that your machine is, so for each litre your surface cleaner should be 1 inch. So if you've got a 15 litre per minute machine, you don't want to be buying anything over a 15-inch surface cleaner. My surface cleaner's 18 inches, which I didn't know at the time, so it's not as powerful as if I had a 15-inch one. So ideally you want to have a 21 litre a minute Honda with an 18-inch surface cleaner or a 20-inch surface cleaner, and that way it's the ratio's decent. It's still not going to be perfect on block paving, as I say, because see like weeds and stuff, see like this is still really difficult to get out with a surface cleaner unless you're using like a 30 litre a minute machine. But as I say, you learn these things as you go. So I'm now going to use a surface cleaner on it, and hopefully I can get most of it off, and then anything else that I don't get, I can go around and touch up with the turbo nozzle. But sometimes you're better just doing the full driveway with the turbo nozzle. It takes you slightly longer, but the results are 10 times better if the weeds and moss is really bad. But this driveway looks fine for using the surface cleaner on. So I'll get the surface cleaner set up.
And I'll crack on.
so I've just done the surface cleaner up and down this area. I've still got this big square area to do, but I'm going to give this a quick rinse because I don't want it drying. So if I give that a quick rinse down to there, and then I'll do this other area with the surface cleaner, and then by that time that's mostly cleared, and it'll just need another smaller little rinse, rather than leaving it, then it dries, and then it's just a bit of a pain, to be honest. So you should always just try and rinse as you go when you can. Right guys, that's me done that wee bit of rinsing. Just going to have a wee drink of my coffee. As I say, so I've rinsed from there down, and I've still got this area today, so you can see the big difference. See like the difference in the dirt where I've missed. So that's like this half of the drive. That drive's done. It's had a wee slight rinse. It needs another bigger one obviously. So I'm going to get surface cleaner set up again, crack on with that. I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Hey guys, that's it. All clean. As I say, still a lot of dirt lying, excess dirt. As I say, you can see all of that there. So I'll let that dry out, leave it to dry out, get it in a couple of bags, take it away with me. I don't normally, but customers don't get anywhere to dispose of it really. As I say, that's kind of mulch in there, so I don't want to just tip it in there. I've got big compost bins at my property, so I like to just use them. As I say, so now I'm going to rinse it all down, get it all completely rinsed, get a chemical on it. I've still got to do the cutting in on this. I just use the surface cleaner, but a few areas, as you can see at the top here, that still need cut in. Get it all rinsed, get some hypo on it, leave the hypo to dwell for about 20 minutes or so, and then rinse it off, and that's me away. And you can come back and sand it today because the weather's to be terrible in Scotland for the next week. So guys, that's the first proper rinse done. Still a couple of wee bits of excess sand line, but as I say, you could be there all day doing that. So what I'll do is I'll now get the hypo down, leave that to dwell for about 20 minutes because the area's not actually that bad. And then what we'll do from there is give it another rinse. Get everything off, everything that's lying. It's really important, as I say, putting down hypo, always wear a respirator and glasses, because you don't want to be getting bleach in your eyes, and you also do not want to be breathing in those harsh chemicals. You'll see guys online, especially a lot of American guys, and they'll spray chemicals everywhere without using a respirator, and you're just asking for problems later in life. As I say, you're going to have issues with cancer, etc. if you don't take the proper precautions when you're spraying bleach around. So I'll get set up, get the machine, get the pressure and the revs turned right down on the machine, and then I'll get the hypo down. So 2 seconds. that's it. The hypo's down. Leave that for about 20 minutes. You'll notice this, I don't know if you've noticed it. It's like my hose kinks, but it's because I don't have a swivel on the end of my connections here. So that should have a swivel where it spins in your hose. It's an absolute hindrance for me. Like this is such a pain for me, but I've just never get round to buying a swivel. That's the God's honest truth. I've never get round to doing it. So I'm hoping to obviously buy one for the start of next season, but I just can't be bothered doing it at the minute. So I'm just going to take this X-Jet off. This thing's amazing, by the way. I would always recommend getting one. So I'll get back to you once I start doing the rinse, and shouldn't be too long. Right guys, so that's it. Been left for 20 minutes, so I'm just going to start rinsing the driveway down, and I'll leave the path, the entrance to the house, I'll leave that a little bit longer. Then the hypo will take more effect, it'll look better, brighten it up. So I'll get the monoblock done and just leave the path at the minute. Leave it for about half an hour. Yeah, that's it. Rinsed. All rinsed. As I say, still soaking, but the difference is night and day, as I say. Once it dries out, get it sanded, it'll look brand new again. So they've came up lovely. You don't actually realise how dirty they are until you put a surface cleaner or a nozzle on it. You can see the difference. But as I say, that's that's basically came back up brand new. So any wee excess bits, if there's any wee excess bits of sand that I've maybe missed, what I'll do is I'll just get that later with the leaf blower once I've sanded it. As I say, I'm hoping to get it done today because the weather in Scotland's to be terrible. That's it for another video, guys. I'm going to try and upload as many as I can. Obviously it's coming to the end of the season, so my plan is to start doing gutters and then hit it hard next season. I've got a few things I'm going to buy for next season starting. As I say, a Honda 21 litre a minute pressure washer's my next investment. As I say, that one's done me well. It's 6 months old, but if I'm being honest, I've not really looked after it. I've been throwing it in and out my van and stuff and not really taking too much care of it. And as I say, so I'm just looking to invest in a better one. I'm going to do everything van mounted. A lot of people don't do that as it can hinder you for certain jobs, but as I say, I'll just buy the correct length of hose to do these kind of jobs, because it's, see, lifting it in and out the van all day, it's a pain, and I just prefer everything to be van mounted. So once I buy my new machine, I'm going to get it van mounted and get like a swivel and stuff for my hose, because it's a pain. You feel as if the hose is constantly pulling on you, and it's just laziness on my part. As I say, I could have done this stuff, but I've just been that used to it that I've not bothered. So I'll try and get a video uploaded next week, guys. I'm busy the rest of this week. As I say, I'm fully booked now, which is a bonus. So I'll try and get some more videos uploaded in the next week or so. Take care. Thank you. Guys, that's it sanded. All sanded. I never filmed the sanding, it's pretty boring. But you want it to just be slightly in the grooves here, because see when it fills the groove up like that, see when you get heavy rain, the rain washes the sand all over the driveway and the customer will end up calling you back. So you want it to be as fine in the grooves as you can, and then get the rest of it out with the leaf blower. As I say, get me areas that will stand. But as I say, you'll notice a big difference if you do it that way. You'll not get any callbacks or anything like that. But that's it done. I just want to apologise for my heavy breathing and stuff. I'm absolutely loaded with a cold at the minute, so it's just been one of those days. I noticed it when I was looking back in the video. My breathing's quite heavy, but as I say, I'm really struggling at the minute with the cold. So that's it, video done, all done and dusted. There's a wee slight kind of difference in the brickwork here. Don't know if you noticed that. That's not wet, it's just like, it looks like different brick. Strange, as I say, but other than that, it's come up lovely. There's not really much you can do about that, to be honest with you. But what a difference. Thanks, guys, see you again. Thanks everyone for watching the videos, and I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.